Yes, thank you.
Okay. Just an observation with due courtesy to Secretary Duque. I noticed earlier that you have always been pointing to PSDBM. Pag may tanong kasi si Kong Adjong, ang tinuturo ulit ni Secretary Duque, sa PSDBM yan, sa PSDBM yan. And that is precisely the fault of the Department of Health. Maybe ikaw yan, as what the COA report says, because there's no MOA. And nung linipat nyo yung pera, basta binigay nyo na lang, tapos pinabayaan na. Is it not, Secretary Duque, that as the Secretary of the Department of Health, it is your moral obligation and your duty to oversee the utilization? Kayo ang end user din, tama? Like what DBM procures, they give it back to you. Okay, so if they gave it back to you, alam nyo, hindi pala nakaka-deliver, or pagdating sa inyo near expiry na, bakit wala kayong ginawa? Why did you not tell PSDBM, call the attention of this supplier, let them stop because walang delivery, wala kaming magamit or near expiry na ito?
Doon po sa usapin ng MOA, I recall that in August 31, 2020 or 2021, nung lumabas yung COA Annual Audit Report, na sinasabi nila walang MOA, and that is why they were questioning the legality of the fund transfer. And I had sought a meeting with then Chairman Michael Aguinaldo of COA, and this is for the record. I asked him that one of the observations in the annual audit report is the absence of MOA. And so I asked him, is this a rectifiable deficiency? And sabi niya, basta pwede pa kayong makipag-MOA. So we did prepare a MOA and submitted this to the PSDBM, which the PSDBM did not agree. So I went back to Chairman Aguinaldo.
Wait,
and
Sec Duque, when was this proposed MOA given? Kailan to?
Sometime August 2021, Your Honor.
When were the funds transferred?
Earlier, of course. That was, I think, March, April, Your Honor.
What year?
2020.
It was transferred in March 2021. And may pinahabol kayong MOA sometime in August 2021. Yes. By that time, may mga procurement na nangyari?
Yeah, meron na hong mga procurement. In fact, when I had sought a meeting with Chairman Aguinaldo, I had asked him na pwede pa ba, kasi nakalagay doon sa kanilang annual audit report na wala ngang MOA. Sabi ko, ito ba pwedeng ihabol pa yung MOA? Rectifiable. Pwede naman daw, sabi niya gano'n. In fact, he wrote a letter. I can send you.
So you have a letter to that effect?
His letter, my letter and his answer to my letter. We'll just send it to
Pero
you.
Sec Duque, sa tagal mo sa gobyerno, you've been in government for a long, long time. Was there any instance that an agency transfers money to another agency without an accompanying MOA?
The agency procurement request is a de facto MOA. And we had...
who told you that, Sec?
That is our appreciation.
Can we ask the Commission on Audit, is it true that the APR is a de facto MOA?
Your Honor, there are supporting documents. It's not just the APR. There are supporting documents.
Ang statement mo kasi is the APR is the MOA, the de facto MOA. So, to the Commission on Audit, ang agency purchase request ba, iyan ba ay MOA?
Madam Chair, with due respect, the special audit team is of the view that there should be a MOA, not only the APR, because we have
So the APR is not a MOA?
Yes, because we also included a discussion that the APR does not provide a good terms of reference with respect to the fund transfer from the DOH to PSDBM. So that is why we are of the view that MOA should have been the term of reference with regard to the fund transfer.
Is it not, Secretary Duque, that the memorandum of agreement, any transaction, the MOA is actually there to include item specifications, delivery schedule, and even remedies in case of default? The MOA is meant to protect the source of funds, and in this case, the Department of Health. So, moving forward, Sec, matagal ka na rin sa gobyerno, you've been in DOH before, you've been in PhilHealth before, pabalik-balik ka na sa gobyerno. Have you ever heard of the company Pharmally?
I'm sorry, Madam, prior to the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee hearings, I've never heard of Pharmally, Your Honor.
So never niyong narinig ang kumpanya na Pharmally, no, or any of its affiliates?
Yes, never, Your Honor.
Did you ever hear that the Pharmally or any of its affiliated companies supplied to the government with medically or health-related commodities before the pandemic?
Before the pandemic, I'm not aware. Perhaps the procurement supply chain management team of the
So
DOH.
DOH, have you ever encountered the company Pharmally or any of its subsidiary before this 47.6 billion PSDBM fiasco? Yusek Tainio?
Madam Chair, we haven't heard any company of Pharmally before the pandemic.
Can you confirm na di ba sa Department of Health, let's say 50 years ago, 30 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, hanggang recent, hindi ba marami naman masyado yung mga suppliers dyan, pero more or less, this is like a directory of various companies dealing with equipments and medical supplies and commodities. Tama ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
But in this case, itong dumating yung 47.6 billion, is this the first instance where the DOH, through PSDBM, started transacting with newly created companies?
That we do not know because procurement is done through PSDBM. So hindi po namin alam kung kanino sila nakikipag-transact.
Yung nakita nyo na yung report, and of course, this is also to Secretary Duque, nung nakita nyo na yung report na nag-bid ang PSDBM, meron na doong mga supplier, nakita nyo na yung mga lista ng mga kumpanya. Meron ba doong kumpanya na familiar sa inyo or wala?
We are sorry, Madam Chair, we are not privy to the procurement process or procedures of
So you
the
wouldn't know
PSDBM.
who the winning
Hindi po
supplier
namin-
is?
Hindi po namin alam kung sino yung mga kausap nila.
No,
We are
but
not
there's an
privy.
award, di ba? After nung award, magsusupply sila, sa inyo dinideliver, so hindi nyo alam?
Ang sa amin po ay pagka ando na yung mga deliveries, meron joint inspection team ang procurement supply chain and PSDBM.
Okay, nag-bid sa PSDBM, may nanalo. What paper do they have? Notice of award ba yan ang tawag dyan? Notice of award. Wala kayong kopya nun.
That's still within the
Okay.
PSDBM,
And you would,
Your Honor.
PSDBM will not report to you who won. Wala kayong
ho.
kopya.
Wala
Ngayon,
po.
magdi-deliver sila, saan sila nagdi-deliver?
At that time, the Office of Civil Defense ang delivery.
So lahat ng deliveries ng PSDBM papunta ng OCD.
Yes.
Walang delivery sa DOH.
I will not be able to remember, but PSDBM should be the PSM procurement supply chain is also, I think,
Under what office
aware.
is that? DOH or?
The procurement supply chain is DOH.
Precisely.
at that-
So, Sec, wag mong ihiwala yung isang ahensya ng DOH because you're still the Secretary of Health. So, if it's a procurement supply chain of DOH, that's still under you. You cannot separate that office from yourself. Oh. Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, actually, yun yung tinanong kanina. So, PSDBM, in this process, hindi ba nagre-report ang PSDBM sa DOH?
Should be po ang nangyayari po. Siguro meron pong awardee and then yung pong deliveries would be taking the place of reporting na mayroon na pong na-procure. And then yung pong OCD, deliveries po to the OCD is basically for in behalf of DOH. Kasi in the,
So DOH is aware.
dapat po, kasi the purchase request po indicates na sa OCD po ang delivery. Kasi he will
So
look at
sorry,
the
the
DOH
purchase request is from DOH, and DOH states that the delivery should be to the OCD.
po. That's right, Madam Chair. Apo.
So in other words, hindi totoo yung sinasabi ni Secretary Duque na palagi siyang walang alam.
No, I did not say that. I'm sorry, Madam Chair. Ang
Yeah, okay,
sinasabi
so-
ko lang, hindi ko alam yung procurement nila with the bidders or suppliers.
No,
But
but-
when it comes to the delivery, alam po namin.
O so, kung alam mo yung delivery, alam nyo kung sino yung mga supplier.
Not necessarily, kasi that is within
So
the...
kunyari Secretary Duque, nag-bid si PSDBM, nanalo si Kangkong Company. Nung nanalo si Kangkong Company, pupunta sa DOH, anybody can just go there and talk to the department? Hindi nyo tinatanong o saan opisina kayo galing? Kasi kung walang mali, sa mga nangyari or sa mga ginawa, namamalisyahan kasi na may masama or may nangyaring hindi tama because there's an attempt to divert eh. Just like when Congressman Adjong kept on asking, ang palagi niyong sinasagot, hindi, PSDBM yan, hindi, PSDBM yan. But precisely, you are actually the hope. Is it not that you are the head of the procurement entity? Yeah, and that is basically why all this brouhaha and fiasco happened because DOH wantonly transferred 47.6 billion at the start of the year to an agency of government that is not dealing with health. Kasi naglilipat naman talaga yung DOH kapag expiring ang pondo, patapos yung taon at may savings, but dun sa GOCC, sa LGUs, sa hospitals, sa provincial hospitals, and other DOH-attached agencies. But in this case, start of the year, naglipat kayo ng pera, walang MOA, that MOA could have protected the Department of Health, and now you're telling us you don't know after procurement kung saan napupunta. In other words, your supervisory powers over that funds and over those commodities were abandoned. Anyway,
first-
yes, Sec.
First of all, the transfer of the funds was done after the president had declared a state of public health emergency, followed shortly thereafter by Congress, the enactment of Bayanihan 1 to heal as one law. So it's not as if it was my
So,
call
Sec,
to
the declaration of the president for a public health emergency was also an instruction for you to transfer funds. Ganun ba?
Hindi ho. Ang instruction ni Presidente is to buy expeditiously all the necessary life-saving COVID supplies and equipment and materials to protect the healthcare workers. And during that time, when the pandemic began, we had no antiviral meds, we had no vaccines, and so the only protection we could give to our healthcare workers were the PPEs, and had a prior declaration by GPPB that these are common use supplies or CSEs. And by virtue of that GPPB resolution, there is an admin order
Sec,
number 17.
but that GPPB resolution, the trigger for that is not the Bayanihan law. The trigger for that is your request. And that is true. The President declared a public health emergency. Yes, kailangang bumili. But you have 80 bucks, more than 100 bucks if you considered even your regional offices. And if you're saying walang capability yung iba, the DOH will have the proximity in calling other ministers of health. You actually have a network of other ministers of health. So why transfer the task to an entity that is not dealing with medicine? and does not understand the technical specifications of testing and even the equipments. Kasi kaya nagkaroon ng mga problema eh. I mean, the DOH is actually the agency who was entrusted by Congress funds to procure commodities for the pandemic.
Your Honor, Madam Chair, the global supply chain really shortage. Wala ho tayong sufficient na large volume PPEs and other COVID supplies. That is why we needed to rely on the PSDBM, which not only has the procurement expertise, but also a network of suppliers, both locally and internationally.
So
In
can
fact-
we ask Attorney Dennis Santiago, pasensya na Seka, ayoko sanang pahabain eh, but you know, one lie can be followed by another lie. Secretary Duque is saying, Attorney Dennis Santiago, that PSDBM has the network of the suppliers in relation to the pandemic as compared to the DOH. Would you confirm this?
What I can say, Madam Chair, is that through the PhilJEPS po, the Philippine Government Electronic Procurement System, we have registered suppliers po dyan, no? And then
And PhilJEPS is not exclusive to PSDBM.
hindi po. Pagka ho nagpo-post po ang mga procuring entities, they post their requirements or invitations to bid in the PhilJEPS po. For
Ibig
purposes of
sabihin,
transparency.
pag nag-procure ang DOH, ilalagay nila sa PhilJEPS, buong mundo, hindi lamang Pilipinas, ay nakikita ito.
That's correct, Madam Chair. Yung pong local and foreign suppliers who are registered with PhilJEPS will be able
In
to
other
see that.
words, there's really no substantial reason to transfer 46.7 billion to PSDBM because the technical experts lies before the Department of Health.
It's a policy matter, Madam Chair, that I would defer to the previous decision.
But would you have in PSDBM doctors, laboratory experts, laboratory technicians, medical and health practitioners, even na lang medtechs who can decipher testing kits and equipments? Do you have those personnel in PSDBM?
We don't have those professionals, Madam Chair.
Sa pagkakaintindi nyo ba sa DOH, marami ba ito, meron ba ito, or wala?
Sorry, Madam Chair. What do you
In other words, if PSDBM does not have the technical experts on public health commodities related to the pandemic, in your understanding of the government system, medtechs, laboratory experts, technicians, physicians, and all the experts on public health commodities, where can we find them in the government system of the Philippines?
Could be the Department of Health, University of the Philippines, Madam Chair.
Precisely. So, is it true that DOH will not have a knowledge of who the suppliers are who have won at PSDBM?
I cannot speak to that, Madam Chair. But in the APR po, mayroon naman pong, there's already that, if we look at our records po, in our APRs, mayroon na po ditong, say, unit cost, and then the budget that will be transferred to us, di po ba? So if there's unit cost, there must be some source for that. Ano po?
Okay. And lastly, can the DOH come up with the number of tests, not kits, COVID tests? Because if you remember, during the previous hearing, Congresswoman Stella Kimbo, who was here with us today, asked about the test kits being given to LGUs. So pwede ba dito sa inyong mga nabili, including donations, can you give us the total number in terms of individual tests so that we can compare it to the population of the Philippines, similar to our request for the vaccines? In other words, do not base it on sets. Base it. Para alam natin, okay, dun sa 47.6 billion, okay, ganito na lang, dun sa inutang natin, magkano ang binayad para sa tests. Ngayon, that's good for how many people? What is the population in the Philippines? Ilan naman yung mga binili ng private sector? Ilan yung mga binayaran ng tao at binayaran ng PhilHealth? And may we now recognize Oo. Oo. Attorney Santiago, in this setup, kapag ang isang government agency, in this case the Department of Health, naglipat ng pera sa PSDBM, is it not that that is procurement through PSDBM? Ibig sabihin, nagpapabili ka.
Dalawa pong bagay, Madam Chair, if I may explain it po. If they are buying, or if a procuring entity for that matter, generally po, not only DOH, if they are buying common use supplies and equipment from us, that's agency to agency, buying from PSDBM. Kasi ho, kami ho
Example, meron yung, kasi the PSDBM was created for economies of scale of commonly used items. And when we say commonly used, ballpen, papel, stapler, folder, envelope, para lahat ng ahensya ng gobyerno hindi na mahirapan. And they get it at good quality for a good price, value for money. So if the DOH would buy ballpen and office supplies, they buy from PSDBM.
That's right.
Walang required na MOA dyan.
Wala po.
Yeah. Pero itong naglipat ka ng 47.6 billion na inutang at babayaran ng taong bayan, binigay ng DOH sa PSDBM, nagpapabili. So it's a procurement through PSDBM. Magkaiba ba yung dalawang yon?
It would have been a procurement agent context, Madam Chair, kasi po hindi naman nagbebenta si PSDBM po ng mga masks, gloves, PPE items, test kits. At that time, at least, ano po. But then, as I mentioned earlier, meron ho kasing declaration to consider it as a common use supply and equipment through a resolution by the board. So, naging CSE po yung itong mga items po na ito. So, at that time, kung hindi ho sila nag-MOA, I don't know what, but then perhaps they relied on the fact that it is a CSE. That's why they bought it from PSDBM po. I mean, to look at the factual circumstances at the time, the rules applicable po.
In other words, there's a big difference between buying from PSDBM and buying through PSDBM. Yung una, bumibili ka, common use supplies, ballpen, papel, etc. Yung pangalawa, nagpapabili ka.
Apo.
And in other words, the law says it should be covered by a MOA unless covered by a special law that exempts it from such.
Yun po yung a bit of some sort of has to be really clarified kasi ho, the resolution of the board says these products or these items will be CSEs, categorized as CSEs. It was approved by the board. So kung CSE po yan, bibili ni PSDBM. So kung bibili ni PSDBM, sa amin po, sa PSDBM po bibili mga government agencies. So whether it was right to have a MOA or not, hindi na po nakakontain kasi ron sa resolution.
So in this case, you bought a lot of test kits. Binayaran ba kayo ng mga LGUs na pinagbibigyan ng DOH? Did the LGUs pay PSDBM? Did the private hospitals pay PSDBM? Did the DOH hospitals pay PSDBM?
Madam Chair, ang nangyari po dito is that ang delivery nga po lahat kay DOH. So ang nag-distribute po si DOH. Bumibili lamang po si PSDBM for DOH on this matter.
So in other words, it was not a procurement from PSDBM. It was a procurement through PSDBM.
You can say that, Madam Chair. Opo.
Okay, and the law says it should be covered by MOA. And the MOA could have protected all of this. And COMSEC, if we may invite for the next hearing, all the members of GPPB that granted the inclusion of all these medical supplies and commodities as common use.
Madam Chair, may I?
Sec Duque.
Thank you very much. I would like to manifest that I have here a list. Ito po, I will submit a copy to the COMSEC where it indicates all the national government agencies DepEd, the SWD, the police, army, the state universities and colleges, including the government-owned and controlled corporations, and several local government units. And all of them bought from PSDBM the common use supplies and equipment. And there was a good reason to do this because the bureaucracy is so huge that we had to ensure that they will be protected from the rampaging COVID-19 pandemic at that time, no? So, meron po
Sec,
ditong-
so the test kits and the testing equipments were bought by various agencies from PSDBM?
That I'm not sure if the test kits, but we have here the face shields, the masks. In fact, even the House of Representatives bought face shields.
Sec, sorry
and-
what's being discussed are the test kits and the equipments, but we can also go to that. So the test kits and the equipments, did other government agencies buy this from PSDBM? Because based on our understanding, this was all released to OCD through DOH.
Yes, Your Honor, but this we must put into context that the procurement of DOH, the huge procurement of the DOH, was to service all healthcare facilities, numbering about 3,500, and including all healthcare workers for the public and the private
Sec, on your
health
recollection,
facilities.
how many persons could have been covered by the total procurement, including donations of testing kits to the country?
I'm sorry, I cannot figure that out.
Yeah, because as
right now.
secretary, maybe an approximate figure. Parang sa bakuna yan eh, you'll have an estimate of, okay, yung mga nabiling bakuna, that will be good for like how many million people. If, let's say if you exclude the donation. In this case, the test kits procured by government, how many people would have it covered?
I'm sorry, I don't have that data, Madam
Yes,
Chairman.
okay. Can you
Oo.
provide it to us?
Yes, I will request the former head of the DOH COVID lab network, and I'm sure they have the data.
And would you also have a data of all the privately procured test kits as well as the donations?
I am not aware if we have
Like would
the
DOH
record.
have a copy?
Maybe the DOH, yes. Your
Yeah,
Honor.
during
Maybe
your
the DOH.
time, who was handling this data?
Yes, this was under the office of USEC Nestor Santiago, who headed the COVID
So
lab
can you
network.
help this committee get
Sure.
in touch with USEC Nestor and give us an estimate quantity?
Yes, Madam Chair, we will do.
So ASEC Albert, okay na?
Madam Chair.
Yes, please proceed.
Sorry, sir.
As requested by the Honorable Kimbo, we did quick manual computations on the number of tests. Ang na-compute po namin, there are 2 batches. I am referring to the data submitted to the committee. For the APR dated April 17, 2020, there is if you do it, kasi iba-iba po yung bilang nung tests per kit, tas iba-iba yung presyo. So, standardize po namin. Total of 621,021 tests at an average price. The range is 2,000 to 2,083. So, we can safely say 2,000 per test.
Madam Chair,
Please proceed.
that cannot be correct, Madam Chair, because there's one, what do you call this, bid, that just for a single bid amounting to 1.125 billion pesos, That's 30,000 kits. Each kit containing 24 tests. So that's already 720,000 units. So that already exceeds your 600,000.
Madam Chair, hindi pa ako umabot doon. Bali, I was looking at the table on a per date basis.
Hindi,
Though-
gawin mo na lang yung para mas masimple, yung total, because I believe the intention of Congresswoman Stella Kimbo here is to have the number of persons that can be covered by the procured test kits. Tama? Oo.
Yes, Madam Chair. Actually, we are complying with the request. It's just that mano-mano kasi nasa page 2 pa lang kami.
Yes, which is why I asked you to ask your staff to do the computation. Ang daming labor sa likod mo. Oh. May computer pa sila. May Excel file kayong sinabit sa amin, di ba? Mas mabilis kapag i-Excel nyo na lang. Pinahirapan nyo pa si Asek Domingo. Di ba? Tulungan nyo na lang boss nyo. Salamat, Madam Chair.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Attorney Santiago, please proceed.
Apo, Mama, clarify ko lang po yung kaninang statement because where the question was yung mga binibili po for PSDBM were delivered, yung binibili po para sa DOH were delivered to DOH. Meron din po kasi I was informed na po, meron po bumili rin po because nakategorize as CSE nga po yung masks. So may mga government agencies na bumili sa amin sa PSDBM ng mask at saka face shields po during that time. But mga ilang ahensya po yun. I think yun po yung
So the procurement through PSDBM, the end user was still DOH, and they are aware of the deliveries and the procurement.
yung pong pinabili nila po sa amin.
And
Because
this was
PSDBM
covered by the 47.6 billion.
Apo.
So
Maliban
lahat
po
ng
doon,
pinabili sa 47.6 billion, aware si DOH.
Apo.
Yeah. So Sec Duque,
Yeah,
Yes.
Madam Chair, I think this needs a clarification. Itong pinakita ko kanina, these are separate procurement or purchases by the different national government agencies from PSDBM. Halimbawa, ang DepEd o kaya ang DSWD, bumili sa kanila ng alcohol, bumili sa kanila ng mga face shield or coveralls, and all
Sec,
included in the listing.
these are part of the 47.6 billion.
Hindi ho, ma'am.
Okay.
Hindi ho. This is separate po.
Yeah, so Sec, the issue that we are discussing here is the 47.6 billion fund transferred by DOH to PSDBM, which is now being claimed that there's no accompanying MOA. That is why we have all these problems on quality and everything. And mind you, we also have to verify, kasi tama yon, maraming binili ang PSDBM. Pero ayaw namang bumili ng ibang government agencies, especially the LGUs, kasi masyado raw mahal. Mas mura pang bumili sa labas.
Your Honor, that's why I will give you a copy because even the LGUs, the state universities and colleges, and the GOCCs, and the national government agencies, kaya tiyan nyo, ang kapal, they all bought from PSDBM without memorandum of agreement precisely because these are CSEs as
So bumili sila.
declared. Yes.
Bumili sila.
Yes,
Hindi na naglipat sila ng pondo at nagpabili.
Hindi. Sa kanila ho binigay yung pondo.
So sa kanila binigay yung pondo, bumili sila from PSDBM. Maybe that's your lawyer at your back?
Excuse me, Madam. Just like DOH, nagbayad din sila doon sa kanilang mga in-order po na mga COVID supplies declared by GPPB as CSE. Ito po, bibigay ko na lang po sa inyo.
Sige,
para
you can
nakakuha.
submit that to us. Sec, you have the
Salamat
letter request to GPPB.
We'll send it to you as soon as we get it, ma'am.
Because if you have the letter now, then the Secretariat can take note of that.